Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of On Point Adventures. My name's Brendan and today we're sending drones. That's right, and in particular this drone here, the SwellPro Fisherman Max. We've brought the SwellPro down today because if the snapper don't play ball, we will send some bigger shark baits, so I will need the extra payload over the aeroo. But this drone is going to do a spectacular job. Now we're just using all the standard stuff here, so Penn Torque 40 narrow. We've got that now on an Assassin Vector drone. We're running a simple rig here, which is mullet chunk bait onto a jig wig, jingle dangle, just to keep it floated, and then all the way down there, as you can see, to the sinker. But anyway, guys, the sun is coming up on this magnificent morning, so I'm gonna get this bait flowing, get it out there, and yeah, I think we need to get some baits in the water. Let's go. Baby dolphins, but yeah, getting a good feed. We've just had a really good bite on this drone rod here. The line's gone a little bit loose, so. Whoa, that's a good fish. Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Oh, I'd say this is a great snapper, guys. A really good snapper. I'm just going to try and get this camera a bit close to us. Whoa, he's pulling some good line too. What a beauty. And this Vector drone is just doing a great job. Oh, what a great fish. He came in and he hit it like a freight train. I don't even have my gimbal on, which is hurting. But what's happened is he started running towards the beach. And when he runs towards the beach, a lot of people think that he's gone and you got to wait. But, excuse me, by reeling up that slack, a lot of these times these pinks run straight towards the beach. God, I wish I had my gimbal on at the moment. Now that was a 300-metre drop. So we've got a bit of line to make up here. Oh, I hope he's still there. Oh, hope we didn't drop that. Still feels heavy enough. Yeah, no, he's still there. So that's the thing when you're droning so far out. You've got a long way in between you and the beach to lose a fish. And because you got so much line out, sometimes it feels like you have lost him. Oh yeah, he's just grew. Now I don't know how big it is, but it definitely feels good. Definitely feels good. We might just speed this footage up for a sec, guys, so you don't have to watch me wind it the whole way in. This is surely a bit different to the old electric that we were used to working on the channel. It's actually giving me a bit of a workout, to be honest. Probably exactly what I needed. He's in pretty close now. We should see him in a second. Yeah, he's right behind that weed line in the surf. We got a lovely pink. Hopefully legal. We hope that he's legal. All right. I'll just go get him. Wait there. Don't go anywhere. Back that off a little bit. Oh God, it's a beautiful solid pink. Here I am saying hopefully it's legal. Guys, there's no denying this fish is illegal. Look at that. First pink on the new Vector drone, and that's an absolute bloody beauty. New spot, new drone, new rod. You absolutely can't complain with pink goodness like that. I mean, he's probably a solid 65, 70. We'll whack him on the brag mat. But yeah, an absolute fantastic fish to get, especially with these new demersal rules in here. This is how we can feed ourselves on demersals off the beach. But anyway, I'm going to dispatch this guy humanely, guys, get him on ice. So I just thought I'd quickly take the time to show you the two drone combos that I'm using. Now, one of them isn't so much designed for droning, but it's what I like using. But both of them do two different things. So the first combo here is, of course, we've got the Slammer 7500. We've loaded that with the 50-pound grinder braid. And then we go up and we're using, at the moment, we're using the Assassin Beachmaster 015 foot, which is in the number 6 there. So as you can see, it's the heavy, it's the 5 to 7 ounce. Now we generally use this particular combo here for the shorter drops because the spinning reel doesn't notoriously hold as much line as the overhead combo I've got, and it's also nowhere near as easy to crank in at a rapid rate of knots. So I generally use the spin for the shorter drops, and the reason I'm using a 15-foot rod is where I fish a lot of the time, unlike today, is usually fairly big breaks. So the longer the rod, the better I've got projection over the top and the less problems I have with getting caught in the surf and weeding up. The second combo that we use, we'll just come over here, is a reel that you guys are very familiar with, which is the Torque 40 Narrow. Now, this is a 2-speed reel, so if we need to crank, we can really easy. We've got this loaded with, once again, grinder. It's 40-pound, this one, and this is their multicolored. And of course, we've gone up to the Vector drone 12'6" heavy. Now, a lot of people are going to go, but the Vector drone comes in 2, which is the extra heavy and the heavy. Why have you gone the heavy? Don't you want the stiffer rod? No. I like fishing lighter sinkers, which means I need a little bit more tip in my rod. And what that helps does, it helps keep that sinker lodged rather than a really stiff rod that doesn't absorb so much, I guess you could say, pull, and would want to pull your sinker out of the sand. As I said, I use quite light sinkers. Usually 6 ounces is an absolute maximum, but I do like using 4s if I can get away with it, or even 3s. So yeah, the softer tips on the 2 rods really helps with my style of fishing. But the good thing with this here, the 40 Narrow on the Vector drone, is I send this one a lot further, okay? So we've got a fair whacker line on that reel, and that's really good for those sort of 300 to maybe 500 meter drops. I don't generally drop further than 500 meters. I'm too lazy. And it's just too much of a pain in the ass to bring in. If I'm gonna have to drop further than usually 400 to 500 meters, I'm bringing the electric out, and I don't really care what people have to say about it, to be fair, because cranking seaweed in from that far out, that's no one's idea of a good time. But they're the 2 combos that I'm using, and really I get through pretty much my whole drone fishing, I guess, efforts with those 2 combos. Well guys, that's us done. I really thought that was going to take a bit longer, but you know, a short episode, sometimes a good episode, or essentially a short mission on the beach is a good mission on the beach. But I know what a lot of you are probably thinking, well, you've only got one snapper, you're allowed two. I don't need two. In fact, I'm a firm believer that if I have to freeze my fish, I've probably taken too much, because I actually prefer eating my fish fresh out the fridge. And I'm lucky enough to live close enough to the beach that I can get down here quickly if I really need to. So as I said, that one snapper's 4 meals right there at 71 centimetres for our family. So that's all I need. And as I said, it'll sit perfectly in the fridge. Anyway, I'm just waffling on. Huge morning out. Ultimately successful on the new drone and the new vector drone rod. So I'm absolutely stoked. All right, guys, look, make sure that you get down to the beach, get some sand between your toes. Remember, we're still able to target the demersals from the beach, so it's a fantastic opportunity for you to get down and do so. This time of year, they are on the beach, so you can cast to them or drone to them. If you don't have a drone, you probably know someone who does. Get out there. Guys, just have a go with drone fishing, and I don't think you're going to be too disappointed. Anyway, have a fantastic day. I'm going to start packing this gear up, and we'll see you on the next episode. Catch you later.